Hey everyone, I am back after a short hiatus, but I am here to play more of this. And I have a few new errands I want to run. So last video, there was quite a bit that was changing up, and between that, oh, I don't have a sword. Well, I'll make do. But between that video and this one, there's been quite a few changes I've made to this area. For one thing, I have really worked a little more on this game, this town, compared to last time. But this time, what is that? Let me use all of this. Let me this creeper. Yeah, there is quite a bit of guys out here still. I mean, the spiders, I know they don't go away, but everyone else, it's kind of weird how there's still so many out. What is that? Huh. Invisible spiders? Spiders that have not yet spawned. I can't even see it. What is it? Maybe just a glitch. I really should get a sword. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a sword. Well, before I do that, actually, let me show you what I've done. What I mean is, I've cut down a little more of this mountain. That's a plus, and obviously those creepers helped a little bit. But I've worked a lot more on my harbor dock entryway visitor center thing. It was originally just these two, and when I looked back at the map, I realized I needed three little docks. So I completed it. The main entrance is going to be right up this area right here. You know, you come out of the boat, you're going to go this way, go through this tunnel, and underneath the main building, and boom, there you are. There's the entire town just right there. Town Center Plaza, you know. It's going to be great. It's going to be really cool when it's all finished. But until then, there's just a lot more I have to do. And like I've been saying, this isn't even, I haven't even reached day 70, maybe day 80 now. But I haven't even reached the 100-day achievement yet since I started this town. So I've been pretty busy, you know. I've been getting a lot done within a short period of time. I'm gonna need that, okay. So my mission today is I am going to venture out and get clay. Clay is very useful for those who don't really know what you can use it for. You can use it to make flower pots. You can use it to make, let me show you, you can make bricks. And in my opinion, brick walls look really nice in this game, a lot more nicer than real life. But you can use the brick for houses, for any sort of structures, for walkways, pretty much anything you see bricks outside for in real life. So I want to get more of this brick, and in order to make brick you have to get clay and then melt it, smelt it, whatever the word is. I still haven't figured out what the word is. And you could call me an idiot for not figuring it out by now. But the mission today is to get more clay. And obviously, I'll leave my puppies there because I lost quite a few of them last time. It was bad. I started out with 8 puppies, and now I only have 3. So it started getting pretty bad. Anyway, so I remember there was this little area patch of clay right here that I was going to fill in eventually. I have so much dirt that I've been using it to fill in this swamp area. Because I just have so much of it, and eventually this whole swamp area right here is going to become part of the town, so I figured I would get a head start on doing that. Obviously you can tell I haven't gotten very far due to the fact that almost all of it is still swampy. The farthest I've gotten is here, and all of this right here used to be swampland. Actually, part of this is the reason why this is dug up is because it used to be all water. So I've been slowly clearing out the area, making it a little bit nicer, you know, making it easier for me to build more, but it's just taking a lot of time. So, but until then, like I said, clay Clay is the game today, and clay is usually found in waterfronts and swamp areas like this. There's some clay right here. Clay is not rare to find, but once you've scavenged a whole area full of clay, and it's kind of hard to find any more in that area. Clay is one of those where I feel like it's, try to find a good comparison to it. It's kind of like redstone. You know, there's a lot of it you could find, and you get a lot of it out of each block, but when you've cleared out a mine full of it, you can't get it in that mine anymore. You know what I mean? There's a limited amount, and it's one of those where you don't know how much more there is left in the world. Not saying that the world is small, that you're not going to find any more after you mine it up, but it's one of those where you know there's a limit compared to cobblestone, compared to dirt. You know, renewable energy, that sort of stuff, you know? You want to renew it, you want to make sure there's plenty of it left, so you gotta make sure you're using it wisely. So yeah, I really love clay. If you've yet to go to the netherworld, there's this red block. I think it's called just nether brick. Instead of just, it's not dirt, but it's like the same material as dirt, but for nether. And if you collect enough of that, you could put it in a furnace and make nether brick out of it, and which is basically just regular brick but dark red. And I usually go to that. It doesn't look as nice, but it still has that same brick pattern texture, so it still looks pretty decent, you know. And if you're running out of brick in your real world, you know, go to the nether. You got plenty of nether brick right there you can get. I have not obviously constructed anything with nether brick yet in this world, but I'm hoping I can soon, so I can show you the difference between this regular brick and nether brick. In my old town, the one on the 360, I just recently stopped playing that, and it was so out of date that the updates just weren't applying to it anymore. It was so old. There were no rabbits or bunnies, whatever you want to call them. There were no. There was snowing in the desert. It was. What else was there? There weren't any carrots. So it was just really out of date, and it was a huge town. I got it to be a quarter of the map. That's how big it got, and it was sad to let it go because one day I was playing it and I'm like, you know what, I have to say goodbye to it because it was just getting so out of date. I just couldn't, keep up with, like, the game just couldn't, it was lagging a little more. The game itself was just getting, the file itself was getting old, and it just wasn't, you gotta be kidding me. It just wasn't the same as it used to be. My friends were playing it one day with me, and they enjoyed it. They thought it was a really cool map, but the problem was, because we had 4 players on the screen, it was really bad. It was lagging like crazy. It just couldn't handle it. So, like I said, it just had to be let go. One day I will revisit it, and I will show you all what it looked like. It was pretty cool, pretty great. Until then, we're going to be focusing on this. No need to look at the past, let's just look to the future. You keep moving forward, that's what you do. Let me see, clay is obviously not going to be up here, I just wanted a review. Alright, let me see, I think that's clay right there, yep. Now, in case you've noticed, I've been swimming above the surface for some reason, and obviously this deals with water pressure. It's harder to dig for anything when you're below water, sea level. So let me show you an example. When you're above the water, dig. You can dig all that dirt, no problem, but when you're under the water, it takes much longer to dig up anything. So my rule of thumb is, if you want to dig faster, try to stay above the water. If you can't reach it, then, just go under. There's nothing you can do. But I always try to swim above in order to get the materials I need a lot quicker, because, ain't nobody got time for that. So let me see where else there could be clay. Oh, and I changed the game's difficulty from normal to hard. So I am excited to see how well I handle the creepers and zombies and everything now, due to the fact that I was handling it pretty poorly even on normal. But we'll see how well I handle, and the sun is going down within the minute, so I need to get out of here as fast as I could. Ah, dang it. See, I hate it when the water does this too. I don't understand why it does that. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't like it. The water doesn't make sense in this game. Alright, let me see. Do I have any dirt? Yeah, I do. Okay, let me try to fix this because this is going to bother me for the next week and a half. There we go. Okay. There's another thing of clay. There's actually three things of clay right here. But I am going to hightail it back to my house. And actually, this would be a good place to stop for now. But I'm going to hightail it to my house, drop off everything, and then the next video I will deal with all of the madness. So, see you guys next time.